Who regulates animal testing? Have you ever wondered who keeps an eye on animal testing? It's a topic that raises many questions about ethics and responsibility. Let's break it down together. Animal testing is regulated by a mix of laws, ethical guidelines, and oversight committees. These systems are in place to ensure that animals used in research, teaching, and testing are treated humanely. The rules can differ from one country to another, but they generally include legal statutes and institutional review boards. In the United States, two main federal laws govern animal research. The first is the Animal Welfare Act, which was first passed in 1966. This law sets standards for the treatment of certain animals used in research. However, it does not cover many animals commonly used in labs, such as mice, rats, and birds bred for research. The second law is the Health Research Extension Act. This act helps to cover some of the animals excluded by the Animal Welfare Act, but it applies to fewer facilities. One important point is that neither law requires full reporting of all animals used in research. This lack of transparency raises ethical questions about accountability in animal testing. In addition to legal frameworks, ethical guidelines play a significant role in regulating animal testing. These guidelines stress the importance of treating animals as sentient beings with their own worth. Researchers are expected to consider the welfare of these animals and to minimize any pain or distress they might experience. Different ethical frameworks, such as duty-based ethics, character-based ethics, and outcome-based ethics, help shape these guidelines and influence how laws are applied. On an institutional level, the use of animals in research is overseen by committees like the Institutional Animal Care and Use Committee. These committees consist of various members who review research proposals involving animals. They ensure that ethical standards are met, including justifying the use of animals and considering alternatives. The committee evaluates whether the scientific benefits outweigh the ethical costs. This reflects a balance between advancing knowledge and respecting animal welfare. From an ethics and morals standpoint, regulating animal testing is not just about following laws. It is also about acknowledging the moral status of animals and the responsibilities humans have toward them. Moral relativism and pluralism recognize that views on animal testing can vary widely across different cultures and individuals. However, the existence of regulations and ethical guidelines shows a broader societal commitment to treating animals with care. In practical terms, those involved in animal research must navigate this complex regulatory and ethical landscape. They need to follow laws, submit their research proposals for committee review, and adhere to professional ethical codes. Advocates for animal welfare often call for stronger regulations and greater transparency. They also push for more investment in non-animal research methods, reflecting changing moral attitudes toward animals in science. In summary, animal testing is regulated through federal laws like the Animal Welfare Act and the Health Research Extension Act, ethical guidelines that emphasize respect for animal sentience, and oversight by institutional committees like the Institutional Animal Care and Use Committee. These layers of regulation aim to balance scientific progress with moral obligations to minimize animal suffering and promote humane treatment.